psychologically, all of this, it changes the mentality. The drug dealer out there on the street. And let me tell you, brothers, drug dealing isn't glamorous. There ain't nothing glamorous about hooking people up. Let me tell you, one of the cases I've had to deal with over the years. A mother so hooked up on heroin, sold to her by a so-called Muslim. She's injecting herself with dirty needles, so she's got AIDS as well. She was so desperate for drugs, brothers, that she sold her 12-year-old daughter to get a fix of heroin. How wicked is that, brothers? How sick can you get? And that drug dealer who's selling that drug, who's pushed that misery, was a so-called Muslim. Let me tell you, I was in Hull prison a while ago, doing some work in the prisons with the Muslims there. The main dealer in the prison, they call him Taliban Joe. He wears a phone, he's got a beard, and he's there in the prison, main dealer in the prison. And then at the same time, he's saying that he's a Muslim, spreading that misery, making people sell themselves, and people are looking up to people like this. And they come home and their parents, they don't do nothing because they give them a big fat wad of cash, they accept it. Brothers, let me tell you what all of this is. This is slavery. This is slavery. You have become a slave of shaitan and wickedness. That's what all of this is. And that mentality of the drugs lifestyle, brothers, like I said, it's all about you getting to accept it. So the gangster lifestyle, what it's about, brothers, is keeping you down, making you jahil. You lose your focus. Your focus is in the next world, to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be, like I said, a person of decency. We don't drink, we don't take drugs. We don't go out and have boyfriends and girlfriends. We don't have sex outside of marriage. We don't look at porn. We don't do anything indecent. We work hard for our money. And we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we look after our families. Decency. But they want you to lose focus and just think about yourself. And like I said, and let me tell you, all of this is about trying to control you. They don't want us to be up. Do you really think in the Muslim areas they want us to be intelligent people, calling people to Islam? Do you think they really want us to do that? Or do they think they know we're pushing drugs on the street, brothers? They know this. Where I live, in BD5, that's where they're pushing drugs. They know that the Muslims are pushing drugs. They don't do anything about it. Why? Because they want the problems to be in our community. And let me tell you, when we stop it, and all those turn ourselves around, and we follow up the evil that we've done with good for the sake of Allah, and we start educating the people and calling them to Islam, then brothers, then you'll see they'll be scared of us. But they're not really scared of us, because they know we're just a bunch of fools who are slaves to drugs and slaves to the dunya. And that's and when they get sick of us, what do? They'll just bang us up in prison. You just have to go to the courts and you'll see the number of Muslims, you know. Brothers, this being a gangster is not about being a real man. The real man is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's our example. And just give you one sifat of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is one quality of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam always thought about others before he thought about himself. True? True? He always thought about good coming to other people before he thought about good. Just one quality, and this is what it means to be a man. So if you want to be a person who's truly a tough, hard man, then go out there and serve the other people before you serve yourself. Did not Rasulullah serve the insan, serve the ummah, serve humanity before himself? Did he not do this? Sacrifice everything? You want to be a man? Serve insan, serve the community before. Don't destroy the community. This is not being a real man. So and not only that, we've got the gangsters, we've got the gangsters on one side who are out there robbing and stealing and jacking, and they think that this is something which is allowed because they're doing it to kuffar and things like this, and drinking alcohol and all the other indecency. But then we've got the other sad thing, inshallah, brothers, go for just for a few more minutes. Got the other sad thing out there. Then we got what we call, this is what Abdul Rahim puts it really nicely, he goes, there's got gangsters, and then we've got gangstars. Okay. The gangstars. And you know what the gangstar is? The gangster is the gangster wannabe. He wanna be like a gangster. 10-year-old wanna be like a gangster. Thinks he's a bad man, giving you bad eyes, looking at you like this as if I'm tough and hard. And you know, and let me tell you who's a tough and hard person. The 10-year-old who can get out here and recite Quran to the whole audience. That I have respect, big time respect. Hard man, tough man. Man worthy of izzah and respect. But none of them can do that. He can instead walk around with his spike cut up bits here in his hair because that's what he thinks is the right haircut to have. I'm not disrespecting anyone here. I'm just saying that in our religion, we don't have this haircut where you cut things into it. The Prophet said it's not allowed. Rather, you know, this is it. We've been taught this, man. I'm never here to kind of disrespect anyone. But you know, this is it. Why we adopt it? You see a guy, he dresses in a particular way, he listens to particular music, he's using the language of the gangster, he wants to be like the gangster. Why is he acting like this?